The body language of President Muhammadu Buhari towards the clamor and agitations for restructuring in Nigeria has been described as saddening and discouraging. Restructuring. Well, President Buhari's comments is so sad and commented sadly and discouraging. Economist Yami has also said, this is even as it has been suggested that for Nigeria to achieve economic and political progress, there was a need for restructuring in order to attain balanced power relation. These observations were put forward by Dr. Tunji Yami, a historian and economist, during a radio current affairs program in Oshogbo, Osun capital on Tuesday. Yami noted that the comments of the president that those clamoring for secession were naive and dangerous, and was saddening because himself and the All Progressive Congress (APC) contested and won on the premise of restructuring. He disclosed that restructuring is contained in the manifesto and constitution of the APC. According to him, if we are to go by the description of the president, then naivety and unpatriotism will start from his political party. It is very unfortunate for the president to be using such words. The issue of restructuring is not strange to Nigeria. Nigeria has been undergoing restructuring without knowing it for the past 20 years. He declared that since Nigeria is a federation of multiple nationalities, there is need to restructure or in order to address the fundamental contradictions in the constitution of the Federal Republic of the nation, which is Nigeria. He pointed out that the Nigerian Federation had been restructured from the first military regime in a way that was anti-development and also pitched the North against the South. According to him, the issue of the restructuring of Nigeria has to do with devolution of powers. That is, the concentration of power from the center to the federating unit, such that the federating units will not become centers of competitive development amongst themselves. In the second schedule, Part 1 and 2 of the 1999 Constitution, which is the Nigeria Constitution as amended, in this part of the Constitution, there are 98 public powers. Out of the federal government has confiscated 68 of them, and it began in 1966 when the Unification Decree was passed and approved by Major General JTU Aguiyi Ironsi. This decree transferred those powers that belong to the region to the federal government. These powers include excise duties, import duties, insurance, labor, mines and minerals, natural gas, parents' trademark, industrial designs and merchandise, pension and gratuities, police and other government security agencies, posts, prisons, professional occupations, public holidays, railways, stamp duty, and establishment of archives. All these were originally within the purview of the region and the center. While describing Nigeria as the only federation in the world that even a local government does not have its own police, Yami revealed that in section 214, 215 and 216 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended, the police, which was supposed to be within the jurisdiction of the region and center, has now been confiscated by the federal government with severe application for the federating unit. He added that out of the 5 countries in Africa that operate a federal system, Nigeria is the greatest but the worst in terms of distribution of power and power relationship. The concurrent power needs to be restructured firstly and secondly on security matters. With regards to section 315 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended, the states have no power to secure its territories, and it also has no power to enforce laws passed by the state houses of assemblies. The economics maintain that there is also a need to restructure the number of states in Nigeria because the country is over-governed. We need to restructure in order to remove the Land Use Act, NYSC Act, National Security Act from Section 315 of the Nigerian Constitution. If Nigeria is not restructuring for power relations, we should do it for the economic development of our people, he concluded. Daily Post recalls that President Muhammadu Buhari, represented by Alhaji Muhammad Bello Shehu, the Executive Secretary, Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, had on Saturday in Kaduna described those clamoring for restructuring as naive and dangerous. The statement had read in part that, so those calling for separation and separatists or for calling for restructuring, some of them, I would say, are very naive or mischievous, really dangerous. Well, the man that represented Buhari, the man called Bello, I believe he didn't go to school. Muhammad Bello Shehu, or what is he called? They say he's the Executive Secretary, Revenue Mobilization. What is revenue mobilization? To gather people that will be paying, payback. It's more or less like the only thing he does, I believe, though that one is not even is not even educated. The man is not educated, so he's collecting a revenue collector. It's like Yoruba will say, more or less like a tax collector. Just go there, collect money. Well, that's what he knows about. But when it comes to restructuring or separatists, if you ask him the meaning of separatists, he may not really know. If you ask him the meaning of secession, he may not really know. Ask him the meaning of if the country is going on a turbulent time. There's a word that is being used, a tough time, economic meltdown. He may not really know. Well, that's what I want to remember. If you ask him what recession really means, he does not really know, because the country as it is today, the first time in history, as a president and as an administration, and it is the APC administration that first time in history of the governing of Nigeria, we have gone to through recession about 2 times in this Buhari's administration. For you to know that Nigeria is lopsided, not even in appointment alone, but Nigeria has been capsiding since, and it has capsided. That is why so many people are agitating for secession. So many people are agitating to divide from the so-called zoo called Nigeria. So in a nutshell, pastor of House on the Rock, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, said, if you are in Nigeria and you live in Nigeria and you see that Nigeria is in chaos as it is, you can see, so it's better for you to have plan B. The plan B he meant has so many meanings, has so many definitions. Either you have a plan B to relocate from the country, or you have a plan B to have a double standard living, or you have a plan B to have different kinds of business, because the government will not help you, or you have a plan B even if you are staying in the country, you must have an alternative weapon, because the weapon, according to the Bible, the weapon are not carnal. It's either you have a physical weapon or spiritual weapon. You need to be guided. You need to guard yourself diligently, not just looking, because it has come that in the Bible says, when the revelation part of the Bible, which says perilous time will come, so many strange things will be happening, which is happening now. Man they marry man, woman they marry woman, man they sleep with dog, woman they sleep with dog, man they sleep with us, woman they sleep with us. So we need to be very, very constructive in our plans. That is the Nigeria of today. Well, I'll leave you in the hands of the comments. Yes, hit the comment box and lay your comments. Let's deliberate. Thanks for listening, and God bless.